teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, everyone, to Glendale, Arizona. This is the Vrbo Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Falk here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. Team out there ready to rumble for this college football playoff game.
Texas.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. So Notre Dame's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk. And that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today. Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind them, picks up some positive yards.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Movement here from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces into the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. The pocket breaking down. Nice grab. It's Williams. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. You get a little bit closer to the marker.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, giving this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
And the defense smothers him for no gain. So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Looking downfield, it's Walker. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. He picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Tight end goes in motion.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver. And the ball comes out that fast. It puts so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. On the run, it's Lewis. Boom. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
3rd and short here in this playoff game, the 8th play of the drive. Try and muscle for the first down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Quarterback operating an empty set. Needs a completion here on 4th down. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs. The Texas Longhorns offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. Let's check the impact players in this game. Guys who have been leaders, guys who are being counted on to deliver today.
Well, these are the guys that both these teams rely on, as you said, to be able to make the plays. And more importantly, when it gets into that point in the game where you need to be able to have some leadership, these are the men that are going to have to step up and be able to provide that for each team.
There's the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Now it's second down here. Handoff here from the shotgun. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. To throw, it's Williams. The pass rush closing in. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. No Bearcats looking to make a return here. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Encroachment defense. Mental mistake by the defense, a 5-yard penalty. So the offense comes up now on first down thanks to that costly penalty. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. And that broken tackle will earn him first down yardage. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from the sideline. They're ready to go.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So now from the 27, the offense faces a 3rd and short. How aggressive will they play it? Scanning the field. It's Walker. Catch made over the middle. They bring him down, but that play moves him into scoring position. 1st and 10 from the 11. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. So a serious defensive battle as we wrap up the first quarter. These teams pursuing a national championship. Let's take a look at the game summary so far. We'll see if these offenses can find a spark, get a rhythm going in the second quarter of this playoff game. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. That brings up third down. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And the hitter just as he releases the ball, it's incomplete. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And he'll just take a knee. The drive will start at the 25-yard line. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Throws it to the right. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught quickly. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Pressure is coming. Pass not complete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there. It doesn't work out.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
What a heads-up play here by this quarterback. Everybody's covered downfield. He keeps his poise. No big deal. Just calls his own number and gets the first down. And most importantly, he slides at the end of the play. Lots of time left in this one, so he's got to protect himself.
Scoops out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
What a nice gain here by this Texas quarterback. And I can't help, Chris, but to think about guys like Vince Young, who did it as well as any quarterback maybe ever in college football, being that dual-threat guy. And, of course, Colt McCoy, who took over right after Vince left and won so many games. And now you're seeing a quarterback trying to live up to that great tradition.
As the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? Blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
Grab behind the line. It's Paul. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. On this drive, they're a perfect 2 for 2 on third down, but it's third down and 9 here.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And that will tie the game here. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Texas.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot. So sort of an unsatisfying result. What can they do more here? They'll test the right side here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Handoff to the back. He's got the first down and still motoring. Breaks loose at the 40. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big gain. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but there's no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that. Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one.
Looking for the end zone, has a lane. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT is good, so it's 10-3 now. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Butler. Returner tackle right there. That's where they start the drive. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And he drops it. Can you believe it?
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Back to pass. It's Williams. Looking for his big tight end. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. The shotgun handoff here. Breaks free. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
It's the 2-minute timeout of what's been a really competitive game so far. Chance for the offense to take the lead before the break. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Back in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking right. This one caught. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Dropping back, it's Williams. There's contact on the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field, trying to build on this lead before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they've got it going here in the 2nd quarter. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's reeled in. It's Williams. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. As the 1st down is still going. They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another 1st down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
Quarterback making adjustments now what the defense is showing. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the 1st half, but maybe things are starting to change.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Pop over the middle. It's Williams. Gain enough to set up 1st down now at the 39. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Looking to pass. It's Walker. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They find the slot receiver on a drag route that time.
Yeah, you don't really see this very often from a slot receiver on this drag route, but a nice call here, nice little wrinkle. Quarterback does a nice job of waiting for him to clear the traffic and then found him for a nice gain.
He finds some space. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Play action here on 1st down. Going for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Irish. They count the drive as 6 points.
I'll tell you what, in this 1st half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they lead 17-3. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Miller's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors for our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. Exciting, action-packed, enormous drama. Talk about a 1st half of football. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Butler. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with pass game. Looking to throw. It's Williams. Defense is coming after him. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Longhorns. He broke away and they couldn't catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Texas.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. He's stopped, but he gets out across the 25-yard line.
Boy, another nice gain by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
And in first down, right back to the running game. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run, you can go to play action, and really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for it.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass. It's Walker. Grab down the middle. It's Williams. They move the ball to the 48 and earn a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And there's the handoff. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Bringing pressure. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And the ball's incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense. The Longhorns offense takes the field.
Chris, I like the call here, going for it on fourth down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Quick throw caught on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
As we all know, Chris, red zone leads to tight windows. A lot of times you just get what you can get. Likely grateful this went forward to help this upcoming third down call.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? One down, but it's enough to convert on third down and set them up 1st and goal at the 10.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, great defensive linemen not only have the ability to get upfield to rush the quarterback, but that instinct to recognize a screen pass. Good job of sensing it and making a play.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 11. Dropping back, it's Williams. On the move now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Texas.
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open. Quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Texas. He'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. The last time they went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Defense does a really nice job here being able to contain that run game home just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. He'll hand it off. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I know this defense works very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. He's already at it again.
So ball to the 30. This is a manageable 3rd down play for the offense. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10?
That's enough for the first down, as we've seen so many teams around the country. They get that first down, look out. They're going to go fast, and here they come. Defense has got to be clued in and be ready to play.
Back to throw. It's Walker. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the 3rd quarter. This has been a tremendous fight through 3 quarters. This playoffs game deadlocked heading to the final period. Let's check out the game summary so far. Heading to the 4th quarter, who can step up and make a crucial play in this pursuit of a national championship? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He has 1st down yardage at the 46.
That's another good run for him. But what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And at 1st down, they go right back to him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Can he get there on the ground? And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Here we go, 4th down. They'll try to run for it. Looks like Notre Dame will have the 1st down.
Well, that's where you know a coach trusts the offensive line and his running back. 4th down and short, no problem. Give it to the running back, and the back doesn't hesitate at all. He's able to convert and pick up that nice 1st down.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The long march continues. Offense pushing the ball down the field. They'll hand it off. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. He's running out of time here. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That moves the football to the 27 and a 1st down. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Boy, this quarterback's doing a great job of just managing the game. Nice throw, good completion on 1st down, and he's already got a play call. He's ready to snap the ball again.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Has the 1st down and more. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the tailback's got it again. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Offside, defense.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. They're going to run it here. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
So the clock has stopped, and we've reached the last 2 minutes here. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Here's a carry for the fullback. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get first downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
1st and goal, handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. 2nd down and goal, upcoming. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
What a thing of beauty by this offense to put that go-ahead score up on the board. The quarterback played with tremendous composure when the game was on the line. Now we'll see if his own defense can hold on to this lead.
Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Butler. And the returner is brought down. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Hard-fought playoff game comes down to this. Can the offense find the end zone late here? Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin from their own 11. The offense with some pre-snap motion. On the ground, it's Paul.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fix. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Looking downfield, it's Williams. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this 4th down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
They need to convert. He'll drop back. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. He saw it, but he gets out across the 25-yard line. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Grab down the middle. It's Winston. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter. Final 2 minutes for the offense. Step up, make a play.
No gain on the play.
They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Looking deep for late game heroics. Catch made down near the 10, and he's still going. Finally brought down to the 12. An explosive play puts him in great scoring position. They come up and quickly spike it, stopping the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game, final minutes, and the offense produced some magic. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. The pocket breaking down. The pass is incomplete.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Makes the grab on the move. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. Maybe the last shot here. The pass rush closing in. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Boy, how about this offense coming through in the clutch? The quarterback makes the throw. Good job by them.
He'll be brought down. They went for 2 and the lead, but now still trailed by 1. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. When he safely makes the recovery, the onside kick doesn't work.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to wrap it up. The loser starts the offseason. The winner moves on. And so do we. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.